Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat.
All right, good morning to everyone and welcome to our episode ng ating Sports Corner PH interviews this Thursday, May 2. Panibagong buwan na naman ang ating pagsasamaan at pagsasaluhan sa atin mga kapwa nating mga kabaro, mga Sports Corner. At ngayong umaga, makakasama po natin ang presidente ng Philippine Swimming Federation upang pag-usapan yung naging performance ng ating mga pin swimmers. Naka second place overall po sila doon po sa Chinese Taipei Age Group Pin Swimming Championships na ginanap po sa Taiwan. Meron po silang iba't ibang mga goals na nakuha ang ating mga pin swimmers at gusto natin mapag-usapan niya. Kasama natin ang kanilang Pangulo, si Coach Mary Ann Reyes. Coach, good morning. Welcome to Sports Corner PH.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. At finally, first time ko ata sa sa Sports Corner. Nice meeting you, Gab.
Maraming salamat po, Coach Marian. And of course, nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Kahit dito lang sa Zoom tayo mag-usap. Although, hindi pa kita nakikita sa Rizal Memorial. Kahit sa ilang mga venues.
Pero Gab, may correction lang tayo, no? I'm not the president. I'm the head coach of the Philippine Fin Swimming Federation. Uh,
Okay. So, Ed
as you
Coach
know,
pala. Sino yung
as you
presidente
know,
ninyo?
our president passed away last year, no?
Okay.
So transition president, we have Taj Medina as a transition president. Tawag dito, magkakaroon pa lang kami ng election this coming year, this 2025, no? Tawag dito, pero mas kailangan kasi ako ng mga atleta rather than to take the presidency, no? But anyway, um, as I've said, our president just passed away last 2020.
Okay, so condolences na pala sa inyo and to the family. And thank you nga pala for correcting myself. So you're the head coach nga pala ng ating Philippine Pin Swimming Team. Sorry po ma'am.
It's
But first
okay.
of all, congratulations on the great performance ng ating mga bata dyan sa Philippine Pin Swimming team natin. So, kamusta na po kayo right now? Of course, nararamdaman niyo ba yung moment na ito nga, naka second place tayo overall at of course, sabihin natin, kayo yung isa sa mga fast rising countries with regards sa pin swimming na umaakot na yun ng mga medalya lalo na sa grassroots level and of course sa elite level.
Oo. Well, we're doing it slowly because of the pandemic. As you know, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, talaga nag-slow down lahat, no? What happened to Taiwan was like a reset, no? We have to review again, no? Kumbaga parang medyo nakatulog tayo. We did not do well in 2022 SEA Games uh, under our head coach Archie Lim, and then we did not do well also on SEA Games 2023 kasi magkasunod lang yun, ano. And somehow after all these events happen and all these natural calamities, kahit papaano, Taiwan is like a starting point all over again tayo, no? So kahit papaano, we were able to pick up the pieces that we left during pandemic, and everybody got personal experiences during the pandemic. It was not easy personally from our side, from the federation side, it was not easy. So unti-unti bumabalik kami. We're very thankful with the support of POC and Philippine Sports Commission for that matter, kasi it was not taken against us, simply because, as you know, ang performance namin, as always, we always make sure that um, na meron kaming naiuwi prior to the pandemic. Ano? Sunod-sunod kasi yung calamities nun eh. Aside from that, there was Taal, Marawi Siege, yung Marawi Siege, we were just starting to promote it in Mindanao area, pero nangyari yun. Tapos sa South naman, bigla naman nagtaal eruption. Yun yung mga naging hindrances sa continuous development. But as I've said, reset button kami. So again, we are on our toes, no, to prepare for the first Southeast Asian IF competition or championship in Cambodia. This is our first Southeast Asian regional uh, organized by the Southeast Asian countries. Parang SEA Games din siya. Most of the SEA Games participants will be present in the first Southeast Asian countries. Medyo lumaki na siya in Southeast Asia. That was last year, dumami yung mga participants like Cambodia is new, Singapore is back, dati na sila pero bumalik din. And of course, we have also Malaysia, India, yung mga bago sa Southeast Asia. Yun yung mga total of 7 countries na rin kami, no? Before we were around 4 or 5. And we're lucky to be able to promote it during the 2011 SEA Games. Pero yung mga sumunod nun nag-slow down ulit, tapos ngayon dumami na naman. Dumami na naman kami sa Southeast Asia. Kaya ito yung we're waiting for this one. It's a good competition and championship in preparation of the 2025 Phuket Southeast Asian Games.
Okay. Sabi natin kanina, lahat ng mga pagsubok, lahat ng mga kalamidad, dalampasan, of course, unti-unti nakakabangon talaga itong Philippine Pin Swimming. Of course, for all those hindrances, all those disasters happen. At ito nga, unti-unti na pinapalakas yung grassroots program. And of course, yung ilan sa kanila na mga pin swimmers na pinapadala natin are all those came from the grassroots program. Lalo na si Alexi Cosenye Kabayaran. Kung inyo
Yes.
natatandaan, si Alexi, na-interview ko siya before, nag-bronze medal sa SEA Games noong 2023. At ayun, nagbabalik nga sa Chinese Taipei
Silver
Pin
siya.
Swim.
Silver siya.
Oo, silver medalist doon sa SEA Games last year. And then nagbabalik po siya din sa Chinese Taipei age group in swimming. Naka 3 golds and 1 silvers. So, pangalanan mo
Ganda
po.
nung laban. Napakaganda nung laban. Because of the height, kinakain siya pag tumble turn, pero nakakabalik siya, no? Well, marami pa kaming mga possible na i-correct kasi yun na nga, nag-gauge namin kung nakita namin na kung ano yung kailangan malaman namin kung anong dapat gawin para kasi with fins naman yan. So, ang laki naman ng tulong ng my fins. Even the monofin and the bifin, both are depending 50% on the equipment and 50% on the strength of the athlete. So kaya maganda yung yung exposure na to kasi nakita namin na kailangan meron kaming i-develop pa kay Alexi. Kasi tawag dito, eto nakita namin na ang laki ng possibility niya even for siguro yung World Cup sa Florida, USA. So mahaba pa yung tatahakin namin pero we want to make sure lang yung bawat galaw nasa tama.
And of course, meron din tayong mga pinadala natin na mga magagaling na standouts. Si Alem Manlise, si Kurt Cusiko na nai-report ko din sa Sports Corner na nag-compete way back November. Then si G. Scott Cachero, si Wens Kenneth Santos, and yung team coach, playing coach si RJ Ambe. Naglaro siya doon sa Team
Oo.
Willie.
RJ Ambe, si Coach RJ Rolando Ambe, he's a former fin swimmer from Tacloban. The Tacloban team was before pandemic, they were masasabi natin na from grassroots kasi Gab, ang fin swimming ever since we have a different way of scouting our talents. After Puerto Princesa exposure in SEA Games in 2011, there was typhoon called Yolanda, and suddenly I felt the need for these athletes to be uplifted, to be kahit papaano makatulong sa pag-recover ng mga batang atleta sa Tacloban. So I went to Tacloban to check on these kids. They were around 13, 14, 15, no? At the time. So ang kagandahan during the Asian Championship, actually ito yung sobrang first gold ko sa Asian Championship kasi mas mahirap ang Asian Championship namin because we have the Korea, China, and lahat ng Tantan countries, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. So, first time na nanalo sa long distance ng Philippines na sa 1,500 with Tehila Mag-aso nanalo. Ah, maraming binibigay ang ang life experience. So sometimes I'm just at the right place at the right time pagka nangyari 'yon. Regardless kung siya medalist o hindi, ang pinaka-importante yung life experiences niya, gagamitin mo na maging lakas niya. At doon yung hinuhugot yung extra. It's not all about yung yung internal na lakas lumalabas because of life experiences. Ang daming nagmedal at that time. Parang lahat din ata sila nagmedal, pati yung relay namin during that time, that was 2015, 2018, I cannot remember, but yung Asian Championship namin. So si RJ Ambe is product of the Tacloban team. Halos lahat sila powerful, lahat sila ipaglalaban yung buhay. Lahat sila umahapaw yung kagustuhan na to make it in the international. So RJ Ambe is back with me, no? Anyway, there was a previous one from Tacloban team din. Ang pangalan niya is Jay Smith, ano? Ganun din, playing coach din siya. Pero ang maganda doon kasi he's a family man now. So there was an offer after SEA Games. He got offers from the LGU. Sabi ko, it's okay. It's a good to be with your family, to be back with your family. So okay lang naman. Whatever help that we did along the way, it is not for you to pay us back. It is for you to grow. It's for you to create your career. So, pinayagan ko siya. And then RJ Ambe came into the picture with almost the same power na nakakatuwa nga kasi as you know, even I myself as a head coach, multitasking kami. It's a small group, it's a small federation, and yet we made it possible na ginagawa yung trabaho ng isa, dapat alam ng isa. And so, multitasking din ako, no, from the grassroots. Like for example, this coming May 14, iba na gabang yung grassroots na I don't know, I think we have to do it this way because of the time, because of the pandemic, because of the confinement of all our children, not only athletes, but the children per se, no? So, since I'm teaching in UP, College of Human Kinetics, I felt the changes. I felt the changes because iba yung nakulong ka ng pagkatagal-tagal sa kwarto, and pagka in-expose ka na, maraming nawawala. Maraming hindi, sabihin natin hindi nag-develop, naging dependent ka sa mga gadgets. Maraming ganun na parte, no? Now, this coming, I'll be in UP on May 14 for the I'll be giving a short program for the UP Children and Development Center. It's actually preschool, no? I think kailangan na nga ata talaga na always naman when we do the grassroots, we have to include the fun part of being in the aquatics, not only in fin swimming. We're not just promoting fin swimming. As always been, we are promoting any aquatic sports for that matter para magkaroon ng realization that we have to be we start to grow because we are surrounded by water, and plus the fact na what we have now is a climate change. And ano yung role ng sports? Ano yung role ng aquatics? Not to mitigate, but to prepare for all these things happening right now in front of us. Yung mga bata, like, is that your son at the back? Yung para maintindihan nila kung ano yung kinalalagyan ng, oh, pagka nag-sport ka, ito, you'll be a future rescuer. Oh, pagka nag-sport ka, you'll be appreciating more of the sea. Oh, pagka nag-sport ka, you'll be stronger. Oh, pagka nag-sport ka, you'll be away from your gadgets. There are so many factors that we can somehow teach our children. Kaya nga I'm looking forward with this program na gagawin ko sa UP Children and Development Center. I'll be creating an underwater environment, and I'll be discussing in a very simplest way to present it with our children about the things that we throw in the sea, ano yung mga effects nito do sa mga favorite animals mo na nanggagaling sa dagat. So yun yung gagawin, pero creating an underwater scene and giving them the importance how to take care of the sea, no? So everything comes in as you give them a deeper meaning of what they do, even if it is in sport. There should be a deeper meaning. Like for example nga, Tacloban. Tacloban people, they have pinagugutan nila yung Yolanda, no? There supposedly before Yolanda, I was supposed to give a rescue and fin swimming talk in Tacloban. Pero walang nag-take initiative. Ako push ako ng push, I can go there, wala kayong dapat bayaran sa airfare ko, ganyan-ganyan. And Yolanda happened. Yolanda happened. So, pagka walang preparation kasi hindi tayo nagkaroon ng masusing pag-aaral tungkol do sa mga bagay na kailangan natin i-contribute. Like personally in fin swimming, these are the things that we've been doing for a long time, no? Even our fin swimmers, even CJ, sila Jiska, when they come to our place in Anilao, I made sure that they know how to pick up the trashes along the sea. I made sure that they appreciate whatever they see underwater, and it goes along with their training, no? Hindi naman kailangan paiba-iba eh. It will be discovering your role at the center of everything that is happening around you. And it doesn't have to be in particular for medals, no? Oo, isa yon, no? Pero kailangan very much tayo to create the deeper meaning. Kasi yun na nga, kamukha ng Tacloban, nadidiscover nila yung deeper meaning because of the life experiences, no? Hindi lahat na ibibigay ng pare-pareho tayo. At the end of the day, lahat ng training, lahat makikita mo na sa i-google mo na yung mga training, makikita mo na. At pagka tiningnan mo, halos pare-pareho na yung training natin, training program natin. And everybody wanted to have a medal, a gold medal. But then, ang yung extra power mo nanggagaling na yun dito dito sa puso, no? Kung naiintindihan mo yung laro mo, kung naiintindihan mo kung saan yung pinanggagalingan mo, kung naiintindihan mo kung ano yung pinaglalaban mo, that's it. you have a very whole person in front of you, a very whole-rounded athlete in front of you. Now, with kids, of course, they want some fun part of it. No? I know you got to interview Mariana Reyes. Ano? Mariana started at the age of 5 without enforcement. Without enforcement, everything came naturally. No? Never na in-enforce namin because we're into the sport. No, it came naturally and everything just came along. Lahat 'yun nadala niya 'yon. Nadala niya 'yon at naging buo siya. And until now na nagpi-PhD siya, yun yung kagustuhan niya na hanggang ngayon nasa sport siya because it made him more a balanced person na hindi puro ACADS. And at the same time, yung mga programa niya na for rescue at yung mga programa niya about corals, it made her a whole person. At yun yung nakapanalo sa kanya sa United Nations sa New York. Yun yung nakapanalo sa kanya sa Hong Kong. Yung lalim ng pagiging atleta. Minsan mahirap ma-discover yun. Pero kung katulad nito yung ating mga grassroots pa ba ang tawa? Yung ating mga kasi I'll be dealing with I'll be handling 3 to 6 years old children on Thursday. So pero ang alam ko at that age group ang bilis nilang magkaroon ng memory. Yung memory nila it would remain long long time. Mai-stack yan sa mind nila. And sana with God's in God's will na maibigay ko sana tapos ma-store nila lahat yun sa puso nila, sa isip nila. Yun ang alam ko na at the age of 3 to 6, 3 to 7, maganda pa yung absorption ng mga bata.
Oh, right. So medyo napaaba talaga yung sagot ninyo with regards to that. But of course, kamusta preparasyon ng ating mga pin swimmers natin for Chinese Taipei? Pero medyo maikli lang yung sagot kasi limited
Okay.
time lang po tayo.
Nag-restart tayo, no? Nag-restart tayo, tapos may mga bagong programa. Ang isang maganda dito, nagkaroon tayo ng sariling conditioning coach aside from MSAS ng PSC. Napakaganda nung may kapartner ka na conditioning coach. Right away, na-interpret lahat. Right away, kung may mga pain sa paa dahil mabigat ang na-address niya kagad, na lalagyan niya ng yelo. No, by the way, si Coach Katrina Kate Duque, ang ating conditioning coach at malaking bagay yung regular na presence niya sa mga training program. Hindi siya yung nagdi-disappear or wala. Right away na nakakapag-deal siya sa mga problema at nako-correct, nagkakaroon ng correction, nagkakaroon ng tamang approach pag kami mga pain na.
Okay. With regards nga pala dito sa competition, can you tell us your assessment dito sa nasabing competition? Ilan ba medals na nakuha ng ating national team? At with this performance, nakasisiguro ba na mas sabihin natin, kayo yung isa sa mga fast rising nation sa Southeast Asia pagdating sa pin swimming? And of course, after the tournament, may mga kailangan pang i-improve pa or i-strengthen yung ating national team pa, coach?
Oo. Parati naman we always been humble when it comes to the training pero continuously and we will be in as part of our preparation, we will be in July August, we will be in training camp in Taiwan, pero sa June we're planning to go for training camp in Bacolod kasi partly ng team ngayon nasa Bacolod setting up in Bacolod na magkaroon ng regional setup ang fin swimming sa Bacolod dahil marami din magaling. And then August yun nga yung training camp sa Taiwan. September 6 to 8 is World Cup namin. Alexi Cabayaran will be representing us for the World Cup. Ito yung ano namin, parang based do sa performance niya ng Taiwan. We've got, by the way, 7 gold. Ito yung individual medal tally. 7 gold namin, 2 silver, 8 bronze, and 2 gold sa relay, no? Tapos, by November, ito na nga yung first Southeast Asia CMAS Fin Swimming Championship. Ito yung unang-una kasi ka-organize lang. Sa November naman yan, November 1 to 5, if I'm not mistaken, sa Cambodia. Cambodia is a fast rising fin swimming team also. Kasi buong-buo yung grabe, ang daming ginawang facilities ng mga Americans ngayon doon. The airport, yung sports complex nila, puro Amerikano ang nandun ngayon. Sila yung nilalagyan ng mga structures, maraming construction doon ngayon. And December will be our, normally for the next year competition for 2025, December pa lang nagkakaroon na kami ng assessment and pre-selection. Ito yung para sa Southeast Asian Games sa Phuket and Asian Championship also. And siguro yun doon muna ang ano namin. But parating maliit lang kasi kami, Gab, kaya mas madaling kumilos. Pero nandiyan pa rin ang Philippine Aquatics who supported us last 2023 SEA Games. Sila yung nag-provide ng mga buy-fin like Alexi Cabayaran, Renz Kenneth. 8 ang kinuha ko upon the request of selection. Pinromote ng COPA at the time, hindi pa Philippine Aquatics, by COPA, no? Nagkaroon kami ng tie-up program. So yun, si Alexi nga ang naging produkto nun, tawag dito. Kaya malaki din ang pasasalamat ko sa COPA, no, at kay Congressman Eric Buhain, kasi lahat naman tayo nasa aquatics eh. And the best thing is dapat pagtulong-tulungan natin kasi sa sobrang dami ng dagat at sa island natin, parang kulang pa ang mga kamay natin to fully promote the aquatic sports in the Philippines. So lahat may kalalagyan. At syempre with the leadership of Mr. Vargas, no, malaking bagay 'yon, no?
Okay, lastly, naging successful nga ang participation natin dun sa Chinese Taipei Cup age group. All because of course tumulong na rin yung Chinese Taipei sa programa ninyo sa Pilipinas kasi noong February nag-courtesy call kayo na with the Chinese Taipei pin swimming leaders sa ating PSC, and mukhang magtutuloy-tuloy nga itong partnership ninyo between the Philippines and Chinese Taipei, of course yung ties ninyo with regards to pin swimming.
Gabang ang maganda lang dyan kasi ang Chinese Taipei, because talagang sa buong mundo umiikot sila. Umiikot sila for the training and lahat ng pwede nilang madala. So nagiging yung kabuuan nila, yun yung parang tinutulong naman nila sa atin, ano, na tawag dito, kahit papano bigyan tayo ng know-how na natutunan nila sa labas kasi tayo, since na-recognize sport tayo, we cannot afford always to go to Europe, go to Colombia, go to lahat ng ano nila, ng trips nila to Russia. They had gone talagang sa lahat ng mga bansa, ano. So yun yung parang kahit papano, because of our good relationship with them, kasi pag nandito yun, nagda-dive yan sa akin. Nag-scuba diving yan sa akin. So, yung magandang relasyon doon is nakaka-create tayo ng programa with them, in which case naman maganda yung suporta. Maganda yung suporta. Kaya we acknowledge naman yung mga ginagawa nila at yung sana ng mga atleta maging appreciative dun sa programang yun. But of course, we have our kamukha ni RJ na homegrown din natin. So, ito yung second time na fin swimmer talaga hindi swimming coach yung nakuha ko. Fin swimmer talaga siya. So ito yung talagang target namin ever since ng UP, to have our own develop fin swimming coaches para mas naiintindihan, mas nabibigyan ng focus kung ano yung galaw talaga ng paa at ng fins together. Yun yung magandang na-create natin dyan. But of course, lahat po ng chances, And of course, this summer we invite you also, since nagpupunta naman po kami sa iba-ibang provinces. Once na we give out opportunities, kasi when we go to one province, we bring along the whole program, no? We bring the equipment. Masyadong worry-free ang setup namin, tawag dito. Kaya sana pagka nagpunta sa isang probinsya at nilingon namin kayo, you take advantage of the sincere setup and collaborations that we want to create in a certain province. We want to look at the province individually para masabi ninyo, oh, hindi kami kinuha kasi wala kami equipment, ganyan. Hindi po, per province po, we give chance naman. As I've said, prior to all of this, calamities, we were supposed to explore in Mindanao and do the program. Pero ganun pa rin po yung aming programa para po lahat mabigyan ng chance, para lahat makita natin kung yung bawat galing ng bawat Pilipino. Hindi lang po yung tawag dito, hindi lang yung because of one tryout natapos na yung kwento, but giving you a proper training, ano yung maibibigay mo rin sa bansa, Kasi lalo na may equipment kami, kaya hindi masyadong nagiging efficient with one particular tryout. It must be a good training within the with the use of the equipment. So pagka nagamit 'yon, doon pa lang namin ma-assess kung ano yung kaya niyang ibigay sa programa.
All right, and we ran out of time. May mga tanong pa ako na gusto kong sabihin, but of course, nagkukulang po tayo sa oras. So, Coach Marian, ang inyong imbitasyon or pasasalamat sa lahat ng mga taga-suporta ng Pin Swimming kasi nababasa natin yung mga positive feedback about niya sa sport na inyo. Please, on behalf of the Philippine Pin Swimming Team, baka may gusto kayo ipakumbida or gusto kayo mga mensahe ninyo sa mga upcoming events. And of course, magpasalamat sa suporta na binigay ninyo ng buong sports community sa bawat kampanya na inyo sinasalihan.
Okay. Unang-una, maraming salamat syempre sa ating creator, Pangalawa, yung sa Philippine Olympic Committee, sa Philippine Sports Commission, and even the staff of both entities, napaka-helpful, napakalaking tulong, no. Actually, both entities, when they see that you are working hard, sa totoo lang, yung pagsuporta sa iyo when it comes to paperworks and everything, na bibigyan naman ako ng panahon at natututukan naman nila. Ngayon, sa mga coaches ko, ng present and past coaches ko, mula kay Coach Rafael Celso, yung ating si Coach Toysky Dalisay na namayapa na, yung si Coach Marlon de la Sierra, lahat ng dumaan, at yung si Coach UP, University of the Philippines, is another, hanggang ngayon nakasuporta sa akin ng UP when it comes to strengthening and conditioning, lahat ng connection, sila pa rin. And syempre sila Sir Bert Madrigal, yung mga dean ng UP, no? Ang mga unang-unang atleta like Daniel Torres, who set the standards high. Salamat kay Daniel Torres na until now na-maintain ko yung inspiration na yun because of her. And sa lahat ng dinaanan ko na atleta, ang pinaka-importante po ay kayo, no? Yung mga atleta at yung mga magulang na humuhubog sa mga atleta. Ang federation po, parate, ang kagustuhan lang ay magkaroon ng isang mas mabuting atleta. Hindi lang po yung lakas ng pangangatawan, hindi lang po yung medalya, but later on they can be a better person, na maging successful din in whatever chosen career they might have. And the appreciation of the sport is very much nandun sa kanila. Maraming salamat po. At para doon sa mga baguhan at yung mga batang makakasama ko this coming May, ulit parate, we want to give you a clean fun and appreciation of the water as a whole. And this is our country. We must somehow understand that we are living almost on every sides of water of the Philippines. Salamat po na marami. Thank you, Gab. Salamat.
All right, and thank you so much again, Coach Mary Ann, for joining us sa ating programa. We sure have part 2 soon with regards to sa mga programa at proyekto nga ng ating federation. And we look forward for more activities and of course more activities and of course more international competitions para sa pit swimming, lalo na yung mga nabanggit ninyo ng mga upcoming competitions along the way. So thank you so much po, Coach Mary Ann, and usap ulit tayo sa susunod at marami pa tayong mga pag-uusapan. Bye-bye po and thank you so much po.
Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you po.